Hi guys, welcome along to Nardi Elder Gaming, and what we're doing is we're starting up a new career on Eurotruck Simulator. So I'm going to be doing a complete series of this, see how far we can get, see how good we can make our career. So I'm at level 0. This is a brand new character I've started. Not done any driving, anything like that. I've got a few mods installed in the game so far. Nothing too much. I will show you what I got. So, some of them I haven't implemented, but I've got the weather ones, the better raindrops and realistic brutal graphics and weather. Got that one. Realistic truck physics, and then a few to improve the look of it, increase a bit of the traffic. So look, what else have we got? Some stuff for inside the cab. Some improved UK signage. So look, we got some BMWs we're going to see on the road. Eddie Stobbart trucks, got to have them in there. A mainstay of being in England is seeing Eddie Stobbart trucks on the road. Ambulance cargo, concrete pipe cargo, and some Airbus fuselages. You know, just to sort of mix it up a little bit. So that's what we're going to be seeing out there. So what we do, we jump in, we start the career. And obviously there'll be a few things that we have to go through. I'm also signed into the Trucking World website, the virtual world, whatever they call it. I can't remember now. So, how long has it been since I played this game properly? It must be about 4 or 5 years, I suppose. So, it's going to be interesting. I mean, I've done a few run-throughs. I've already released one video on here of me doing a little bit. And then I've been playing a little bit of it offline just to try and get myself back into it again. Still not too good on reversing, but we're going to work on that as we go through. So, normally, Newcastle upon Tyne, why is that one highlighted? Normally, I start in London, which is not there, that's Cambridge. I normally start in London. So, I'm just wondering whether to start somewhere else. Just to sort of mix it up a little bit. But I do like starting in London because you have the small area that you can... travel around, do a few bits first, and then you can go onto the continent and start making your way all over the map, which I did quite a lot of this last time. And there's some expansions that I want to get in as well, like the Nordic expansion, whatever that is, but that's just come out anyway, so we might buy that expansion at some point and install that ready. And there's also, I'm probably going to chop and change a bit on the mods as well, depending on how these ones look as we go into it. So I think what we'll do, just to start off as normal, we're starting in England, but I'm not going to start in London. I think what we might do, let's make a base. Actually, thinking about it, if we make a base down here, then if we need to get to the continent, it's not that far away, is it? So yeah, let's make our base in Dover. Right, my truck preference has to be... Oh, I don't know. It's not going to be Iveco, I don't think. I think it's going to be Mercedes. Let's have a look at these. New Actros. I'm looking for something with a little bit of decent engine power in it. That's 625. That was a little bit less. No, it's gone on to Renault. I think we might go on with this Mercedes to start off with, even though we're not going to get one to start off with. No, don't need the tutorial. So we just let it go through its opening screens, whatever it wants to do. Right, so it chucks us straight into a job that we got to do, but this is not too bad. So, what I'm using on this one is the Horry truck wheel. Let me just go into our settings a minute. No, I don't want to open events. I want to go into my settings, options, just make sure we've got the wheel all nice and set for us. There we go. We can get rid of these two. We don't need those. That's for the flight simulator. Just do the quick setup on here. I find that I have to do this every time I try something new with the wheel, or it just doesn't work for some reason. But the good thing about this wheel is that once you do get it going, all the controls are programmed into it, and there are absolutely loads and loads of buttons on this thing, and everything's all signed in ready for you, so you don't have to calibrate anything, you don't have to program anything, it's all there. But I find that sometimes it takes a little bit of fiddling around to actually get it to work. So let's have a look in the truck and let's see if it is working yet. Switch it on. There we go, we are going. So yeah, that's good. Let's wind our window down so we can have a look outside and see our load. There it is. So let's have a look at our map and see where we're going. So by the looks of it, we're going straight over overseas. So we're going into Calais by the looks of it. I mean, this one should be absolutely simple, but we're not earning much money from this one, to be fair. So let's just have a look at our route out. That's nice and simple. Now what I always do with this as well is I always switch the lights on regardless of whether it's day or night, because if you forget it and it gets dark, you end up getting fined for it, and we don't want none of that shit happening. So here we are. So this is the truck we're driving in today. Looks quite nice, doesn't it? Is my handbrake on? No, of course it isn't. Right, the wheel feels quite stiff in this truck. Now the good thing with this steering wheel is it's all internally controlled. So sometimes you get in a truck and the power steering will feel really loose, really easy. Other times you'll get in a truck and the steering will feel quite stiff. So it changes, and you can also program in how many times you want the wheel to go round to get to a full lock as well. I set it down to about halfway, so it's not too difficult to get a decent turn out of it. You're not flicking the wheel round for half an hour before it turns half a foot to the left. So let's get on the road. Let's give it a go. Rev it. Nice. Right, so I'm working on automatic at the moment because I'm not too used to this handset yet. I've always done it on automatic before, but this time we're going to... Wow, that steering is really tight on this one. Of course it would. Almost got to the first junction before the lights changed, but not to worry. So how much is this? 1 hour 56 minutes for this journey. So that's not what it's going to be on the actual gameplay itself. That's just game time. Come on, let's change, let's get going. Now the only problem I will say about this wheel is the price. It's not cheap, not by any means. But the reason I got it is because I wanted to make a bit of an investment. Sort of more into the investment into the channel than anything else. Right, so most of this is going to be spent just sleeping on a ferry. But there we go. It's all part of it, I suppose. Right, come on car, I gotta get across. So before I started using this wheel, I was using the farm simulator wheel that you can get with the control panel as well. I mean, that wasn't a bad unit, but for this I wanted something a little bit better. I haven't played Farm Simulator for a long time either. I mean, even though that sounds quite boring, it was actually quite fun. Right, I just got to see where we need to go on this one. I'm wondering whether we're going into this one up here. Hopefully that's right. Cool. There we go, there's our parking spot. There we go, so handbrake on, into neutral, and let's have a look at our destinations. Oh, we can switch it off actually. There we go, right, so it just wants us to go to Calais. So we choose that on here and embark. Right, so it's only 11:55, so it's quite early. So let's get on our way. We've got plenty of fuel in this. Hopefully we haven't damaged the trailer in any way. While I was doing my test run of this yesterday, I think it was, I managed to actually tip the truck over. Where are we going? I'm not sure where it's trying to take us actually. So we must be going around the roundabout here. This truck does feel really heavy on the steering. Right. I'll tell you what, we must need to be over in that. We must need to be on that side. So I'm hoping I can get through the gap there. We're going to hit and hope. So I think we should be alright now. That was a little bit confusing at first. I think last time it took me a while to get used to that as well. Just got to remember to be on the right side of the road. So I think we're only going to make about £500 out of this one, which ain't going to be a lot of money, but it's a start. It'll get us. We got €2,000 as it starts. Which I ain't going to complain about. I wish I had 2,000 rather in real life. Would be nice. Right, here we go. We're going to get out on a bit of traffic now. Slow down. Some very angry traffic in this game. Right, we just need to follow this right round to the back. And here we are, this is where we're delivering to. Right, I forgot to set this so that I park it myself. So let's see, is this going to give me the option or is it just going to automatically park it? I don't want it to do it automatically, you see. Let's see if I drive off of this, if it's going to give me the option. Because I reckon it needs to go in there. That parking space right in front. Let's zoom in on the map a little bit. No, it's not actually giving me an option, is it? Which is a bit annoying, but I'll have to go into the settings and change that. I'm just going to shoot up here so I can stick my nose back out of the entrance, which is just there. Straighten ourselves up and we can reverse back. Right, so let's see what it shows. Oh, it does give us the option. That's good. Right, so we're going to go for this one to reverse it into place. Even though I'm not all that used to reversing back into spot at the moment, but we'll have a look. We'll see how it goes. Right, I can see it just up behind there, so right, let's straighten the trailer up. So I can see it up behind there. As I said, it's been a while since I did any proper manoeuvring with one of these, so it's going to be a little bit hit and miss while I get back into the swing of things. Right, let's straighten ourselves up a little bit here. I did actually used to drive little lorries in the past. I was driving 7.5 ton. There we go, I think that'd do us, won't it? There we go, so let's drop the load and see how we did. We might as well switch the engine off, to be honest. So let's just look out and drop the trailer. There we go. See, it was that shorter job that we didn't even go up a level on the first mission. I keep calling it mission, you know what I mean, it's a job, but... So let's have a look. Right, the company name is going to be... Elder Logistics. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? And now what we need is an emblem, which is going to be that, I reckon. Because that looks really good when you've got a black truck, which is what I used to have on my old playthrough. There's not many emblems, really. I thought they'd have had more on there by now, but not to worry. There's my shithole. I mean, my headquarters. Right, so let's have a look. Let's look at the quick jobs. So we need to make up some money because we're going to have to... Oh, what's happened there? Right, guys, we're back in. It seems to be working again. So I think the problem was when you start up a new game, you need to initially run it without any mods. Then once you get past the garage phase, then you can switch the mods back on again. And once you switch them back on, it seems to work. But otherwise, as soon as you get into this page, it crashes. But here we are anyway. So let's have a look what we got going. So we could earn a little bit more from these ones. So the first one there, Calais to Birmingham. Could be right. That could give us 5,000. Says euros there. I don't really want to work in euros. I wanted to work in pounds. So I might have to change that. We'll be taking sawdust panels. We can go Calais to Rotterdam, taking logs. We can take a water tank from Calais to Le Havre. That's not a long journey actually, and that's quite good money. Do you know, I reckon we'll try that one because I haven't actually taken a water tanker for some time. So let's give that one a go. What are we going to drive? Right, it's a Scania. 500 horsepower, so not the greatest. But the water tank is only 2 ton. So yeah, we'll go for it. We'll take that job. Should be okay. Good little bit of money. It's a bit odd why that started itself up there. Not to worry. Right, so never starts you off with the handbrake on this one. So let's have a look at our nav and see where we're going. So it doesn't look too bad, does it? Okay, right, let's get on our way. Actually, first of all, let's just have a quick look at our load. Oh, I see. We're driving on the opposite side. That's novel. So yeah, it's a big trailer, but just a tiny load. Okay, this one shouldn't be too bad. Done worse. Right, let's go. Yeah, it seems to be pulling this one along okay. So I don't think we've got any problems here. Didn't look like he wanted to wait, did it? So I can't blame him. Just got to get used to being on the wrong side of the truck. I can't really see my mirrors very well either. Should have adjusted my angle, really. Don't know what that warning is that keeps going off. I think it's because I'm close. Close to the line in the middle of the road, that sort of thing. Just in case you notice some pink vehicles, that's a bit of a problem with the actual textures on a couple of these vans and lorries every now and then. It's not all the time, but you will notice them occasionally. But I'm going to look for a better traffic pack, so I can do away with that. Right, so we got 3 hours 27 minutes driving time in game. So we'll take it easy because I don't want to cause any accidents. We're on cruise control. So what's the time? It's 1:30 in the afternoon. Why's my speed dropping? I had it on cruise control. Right, the truck just did something there, but I'm not quite sure what it did. Doing it again. I don't know what that is. Unless it's automatically adjusting the suspension. But I'm not a big fan of this truck at all. Right, here we go, toll. See, there's one of the pink vehicles there. Just a texture problem. I've never been able to figure out why it does it. So I'm thinking of, as I said, just looking for a new one. There is a pretty good one that people do go on about, but I can't remember what it's called. Just can't remember what it's called. But it's going to have to be the one that I try, I think. I'll look over a couple of the videos that I was watching and try and find out what it was again. I've got the graphics on this set to absolute maximum as well, and it looks so much better than I remember it. I mean, beforehand, I think I was playing it on a 3060, and it looked pretty good back then, from what I can remember, but now, it just seems that they've improved a lot in the graphics over the past few years. And I'm really enjoying the look of it. And the feel of it. He made me slow right down then. You got to keep watching pretty much everything on this. You have to be so alert. I do anyway, I don't know about other people, but I find that I can't watch something for too long before I have to get my eyes back on the road. Otherwise I'm going at the back of a lorry or something. Or I'm tipping it over like I did on yesterday's practice. Well and truly tipped it over on that. I think I did about 88% damage to the truck. Basically my rating ended up as pretty much piss poor on that one. Right, so when we get to the destination, if I remember, there's a couple of things I need to change. A couple of settings. I've not seen a broken down car on this game before. That was quite interesting. Just little things like that that make it look a little bit more realistic, you know? A little bit more enjoyable. And it is a very relaxing game. You can just lose hours in this. I have to be a little bit more attentive in this one because obviously, you know, I have to keep talking. I have to keep you entertained, as they say. I've been thinking about getting a Toby eye tracker for this one as well, so that I don't have to use the hat switch all the time. I have got an eye tracker, but I don't know whether it's all that good. It's quite an old one. I might give it a go, because all it really needs to do is do left and right, doesn't it? 1 hour 14 minutes left. And we will be arriving at our destination. Yeah, it feels so weird being on this side of the track. I need to get my own truck so I can be on the same side all the time. But of course, this is the problem with coming over onto the continent. If I'm borrowing a truck, it's going to be left-hand drive. But at least it's quite a nice day today. No rain. Just checking the wipers, make sure they work. See, look, the textures just look so strange, don't they? I don't quite know why it's doing that. It's the only texture pack that I've got in here, so whether it's an old one and it wasn't updated enough to actually work with this game, I don't know. But there's other ones out there, so as I said, I'm going to have a look into those and probably get the better ones in for the next video. Make it look better for this career. The pink ones are everywhere now. It was quite funny because the first time I saw that, I thought it was really weird. You know, I was thinking, why would they have that kind of colour scheme? It just looks very strange. Which one am I going through? Let's go on this one. I hope this is the right one. Yeah, I think it is. Right, we've only got 14 miles left, so 21 minutes, and we will be at our destination. There we go, you can see it on there now. Don't know what that warning was. Right, here we go. So we're going down past this garage. sometimes when you're looking left and right with this, the hat's a little bit jerky. I don't know why. Right, we'll go for... It's only 40 XP on this one, but we'll do it anyway. Right, I need to get it in there. So can I just drive around the outside and then bring it round into there? I think I probably can, can't I? If I can get it down the outside of that trailer there. Oh, that wasn't good. Maybe this wasn't the greatest idea, to be honest. No, that wasn't a good idea. Not a good idea at all. So I'm going to need to get myself out of this position. God, I wish that thing would shut up, whatever it is. Right, so... Oh. Haha. Oh, I didn't realise it was a steering trailer. I'm not going to be a very popular driver after this. Yeah, I got myself in a bit of a pickle here. See, that's the problem. It wants the truck at this end and the trailer reversed in that end. But I don't really have the room to turn the truck around. Unless I take it back out there, reverse it round on the road and then bring it in. I think that'd probably be the easiest way, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think I'm going to do that, to be quite honest. Right, it's starting to come back to me. Right, so that one was an absolute nightmare. I didn't enjoy the end of that one. A lot of messing around, and some of it I will probably end up removing before you get to see it. But there you go. But it's early days, you know. I've got to get back used to playing this again, and that was quite a difficult maneuver to actually get in there. And it was only 40 XP to get in there. Yet that's one of the most difficult spots to actually get in I think I've seen in the entire simulator. I mean, you can't go round the back there. I doubt you can get round the back that side either. There's no turning round the back end. So the only way you can actually do it is to turn the truck around. Very weird. But anyway, not to worry. Let's detach the trailer and see how we do. It liked it, so at least we should level up with that one. Yeah. Right, not great, but not too bad. So right, what we're going to do in here, I think what we really need to do is go for the shorter distance ones, but with the higher value cargoes. So what I normally do when I used to play this was I went for the high value cargo first and started increasing that, and also for the dangerous loads, start building those up as well, because you get more money for those and you get the shorter distance ones. So we go for a high value cargo. We'll apply that one in. And let's see what job we can do next. Now, next one, I want something back in England, hopefully. So I can get into See, that one's not too far, but we're going from Dover, so we'll be back in an English truck. And it's a Mercedes, which I do like. And we're transporting 20 tonne of pet food. 510 horsepower. Won't be too bad. Let's see, nothing else. Crashed again. Right, we're back in again. Let's see what else we can have. There's an electric truck there. So am I going to lose? There it is, Dover to Rotterdam. I think we'll take that job. We'll give that one a go. It's 5,000 euros again. So we need the money. I hate the way it automatically starts the truck for you. I wish it wouldn't do that. Alright, let's have a look. So we just got a straightforward trailer on this one. Right, so here we go. Let's give it a go. Let's have a look at our route. Again, we're doing the same route out through Dover. Look. And then we're going over to Calais. Right, let's go. Well, that's the point. I was going to change a couple of settings, wasn't I? Let's just do that a minute first before we do anything else. So we're going into the gameplay section. Parking difficulty. I think we'll go random. So hopefully random means that we won't have to choose. We just have to take what we're given. Let's have a look. Air brake simulation. We go on with that. Realistic fuel consumption. Automatic engine and electric. No, we don't want that. We don't want. We want that. We'll have the advanced trailer coupling. So I think that's good. I think that's sort of pretty much where I had it last time that I was playing it. Right, so let's head off. There we go. Right, let's see what a mess I can make of this one. With a better truck, I prefer this one. This is similar to the one I actually used before. Might actually be the same model, I can't remember. Come on, traffic. Let me out. He's going to have to wait. Oh. Hit that bump a little bit hard there. Have to admit. Don't worry, I will start to get back into this. Just got to get used to it again. I need to set the force feedback controls in this as well. I'm not feeling any force feedback. Let me see if there's a setting for it in the actual options. Controller. Force feedback. There we go. We'll see whether I like that or not. You never know. It would probably shaking it right out of my hands a minute ago when I went over that big bump, but not to worry. So let's switch everything off. And we head out to Calais. And here we are. Right. So it's 7:45. It's going to start getting dark pretty soon. So let's head on out. Now that I've turned the force feedback on, it's loosened the steering up quite a lot. Yeah, I can feel it now. Right, let's see if we can get the right route out of here this time. Whoops, that's the one. Right, is it actually showing up this one? These roads are a little bit confusing out here. At the moment. I'll say at the moment because I'll get the hang of it. Ooh, nearly hit that bollard then. I think what I might do is I might have to stick around doing English jobs and that until I can afford my own truck. Then it doesn't matter if I go on the continent. I won't be driving something with a left-hand steering wheel. Right, here we go. So turn right here. Same as we did on the first mission, really, wasn't it? Job, not mission. So we turned right here on the other mission, but this one we're going straight on ahead. Job, not mission. Come on, get it right. You can take the boy out of the game, but you can't take the gamer out of the boy. Sure if I was going to get out then. Whoa, he was flying on the outside there. Come on, lights. There we go. Excellent. Right, so we got 4 hours, 45 minutes, 215 miles. I suppose in a way it's a good job they actually shortened this down, isn't it? I mean, I used to drive, as I said, I used to drive the small lorries, and driving them for 8-9 hours a day can be a bit monotonous. I quite enjoyed it though, but the way the roads are these days, I don't think I'd enjoy it so much. In fact, I think I'd probably hate it. Too much traffic out there. This is coming. Still got my lights on, so I got nothing to worry about. Shouldn't get fined. You do get fined if you have your high beams on though, and the police see you. Well, I mean, if traffic's coming towards you. The only accident I've ever had on the road to date was actually in the lorry, and it wasn't actually my fault, to be fair. Somebody had parked at an angle down a narrow street, and I had to get down there because I had a row of traffic behind me. And nowhere else to go, so I basically rearranged the side of their car. Not my proudest moment, because, you know, nobody wants to come and find their vehicle damaged like that. So I left all the company details, and it all got sorted in the end. So. Nearly ran out of road then. I wonder if there's a mode on here where you can actually practice reversing and stuff like that. Come on, don't sit next to me. The AI traffic can be a little dumb on this at times, as well as the non-AI traffic, I know. Alright, 3 hours left driving time. Could sleep up here, but I'm not tired, so we'll just keep going. I was going to be the slow one on this road. One of the other things missing about this as well is when you're overtaken in a lorry, you're overtaking another lorry, then when you've gone far enough, that lorry will flash its lights at you to let you know it's safe for you to pull in. Don't know if they do that everywhere around the world, but I always noticed it in England. Behind me quite fast then, but I knew I had plenty of time to get over first, make him put his anchors on. Two hours to go. Oh, you shit, I shouldn't have got that. He shouldn't have been shooting up behind me, I was indicating. What a git. It's alright, I didn't receive any damage, so... That's the thing, even if you're indicating in this, they will try and still overtake you. Makes me feel quite tired just looking at this now, because it's getting dark. Took that a little bit fast. Just slow it down a little bit. For stability reasons. Less than an hour to go. seen some people do a lot of time trials on there, where they go for the short duration missions, where they've got to get there in a certain length of time, and they go absolutely flying it, breaking the speed limit every opportunity. It's quite cool, really. But you know, I'm building up a career to make money, so I don't want to be paying fines any more than I have to. Don't want to be paying for repairs when I damage the truck or the trailer. So I got to get a couple of trucks on the road with some other drivers as well. Start making money that way as well. Start getting rich. We're almost there now. Right, let's hope I haven't got a difficult one to reverse into again this time. Right, so we're going in on the right, just up here. Oh, this is sweet. This is just driving straight in. There we go. Happy days. Right. Drop the trailer and let's see how we did with that one. Nice. Another level up, that's good. So, oh, that's the point. It crashed last time, didn't it? So that's why I didn't get to put my second point on. So I'm going to do high value cargo for 2. And I think we better let's have a look at these emails. Right, okay, that's fine. Drivers with own equipment, no good, I haven't got any now. Need money, we can help. Brand new Mercedes-Benz trucks for sale in Plymouth. So I'll have to visit that place because that's definitely what I want. Mercedes-Benz. Used trucks for sale. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure whether to actually use a used truck or not, or whether I just want to wait and actually get a decent brand new one. I think it's going to be a matter of waiting and getting a new one, to be fair. So let's just have a look if there's anything else on here I need to have a look at. I haven't got a truck, so I can't upgrade anything. I can't remember whether a radio was actually a thing. But I'm not going to use it on here, otherwise I'll probably get a copyright strike. So, quick travel, yeah. So we've seen everything we can see in there. Let's just have a little look at Mercedes-Benz. There's a few little things. 150 euros for a pillow. Maybe not. Right, so there we go. I think we're going to leave it at that. That's 3 jobs underway. One of them was quite disastrous towards the middle. We had a couple of crashes during the game. Not me crashing the truck, but all right, maybe a few times in that middle one, but we won't mention that. The game itself actually crashing, but we can live with that because, you know, it's early days and I've modded it. So as I said, I'm going to be looking into mods and I'm going to try and find more up-to-date ones that are a bit more stable. So as I said, we'll leave it there. So if you want to join me for the next one as we head on into our career, remember to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I will see you on the flip side. I'll catch you all later.